Yes, social distancing is impossible inside of this institution because you have a 5x7 cell and your cellie is right on top of you and they're telling you to lay opposite direction. This is their way of practicing social distancing. And, oh yeah, they use a lieutenant to come over here and tell us, and they say it on the intercom every day, if you want to practice social distancing in your cell, you sleep down one end of the bunk on the bottom, and if your cellie's on the top, he sleep down the other end. But I don't know how that's possible because both of you breathing up that same air, and the air that's inside these prisons are circulating air, and the phones are real close together. Like I said, it's impossible to practice social distancing, and if someone has it, then we're all liable and we're all at risk, you know. And the story's not going to be told because this is what they do. They try to keep everything undercover, keep everything hush-hush. They don't want the people in society to know what's going on. We don't have no disinfectants. And the only way they give you soap, you can prove on your commissary account that you don't have any funds. So all of this precautionary measures that they're supposedly using are going out the door. It's all based on funds. If you don't have any funds, that means you will not be protected. Like I made a mask for myself because they just brought us new masks like 3 weeks ago, and they were made by the inmates in here, I think, down at a shop that they make furniture in, and they got them in bags, and they started handing them out yesterday, and they wanted your old mask back. So I made my own because these masks, the material that they make them with, it's like sheet material. It's not nothing that really is going to protect, you know, that you from coronavirus. Like the only thing they do in here is take a temperature. You might have a nurse come on the bottom tier and just take the temperature of everybody on the bottom tier, but she won't take the temperature of nobody on the top tier. We have a couple cases on my tier, and those guys just suddenly disappeared. Some people say they let them go home. Some people say they're in the hospital. Well, we don't get a chance to receive that information. They're just keeping everything hush-hush, but I think it's very unconstitutional. It's very dangerous because our lives are at stake. They cross-contaminate because they use the same right to wipe down about 10 phones, and they use the same right to wipe down the table, the same right to wipe down the windows and the door handles and the crack of doors. It's just all a joke, and any critical job chores that they have to do, they appoint inmates to do them. And in the same token, you have these same inmates that they give these jobs to go and feed other inmates on the tier that's behind the door that's on quarantine that has COVID-19. They only give them a mask. My question is, why are you're protecting yourself with all these medical supplies with yourself like they weren't in the hospitals, and you're only giving the inmate a face mask? Like, he's vulnerable to this disease, and you was like they're sitting back watching to see if he catch it and then how fast it spreads. And this is not what we do as human beings, as civil people. We're supposed to protect one another in these times, and it's a situation where as though all it takes is one person to get this, and you know it's going to spread rapidly based on a person's immune system. I'm on a tier where it's elderly guys that are sick and, you know, wheelchair ridden and all this type of stuff, so, you know, they're more vulnerable.